Kamal Budhabati and his team of technicians inspect the latest iteration of an electric bicycle dubbed e-bike. For the past year, Budhabati, Chief Executive Officer at Little, the ride-hailing company behind the e-bike, has been perfecting the design and efficiency of the bicycles. When charged for 4 hours, they store enough electric charge for an entire day, giving cyclists an unlimited cycling range. Recently, the company had a soft launch to introduce the e-bikes to the public and gauge reaction. Budhabati says the inspiration behind this innovation was encouraging users to adopt green energy mobility.
I think, you see, the world is now recognizing that we need to change. And I think as a part of that, we feel that in whichever smaller way we can contribute to the effort that the world is making to make it a greener place. I think that's what we are doing.
The e-bikes cost about 50 cents for an hour. Access is granted by downloading the Little app on Google Play Store. Once this is done, a scanner on the app in conjunction with the client's mobile wallet unlocks the e-bike for a limited period. The e-bikes are also geo-locked, ready for the next user at defined collection points around the city. Kalua Green is the chairperson and founder of Green Africa Foundation, an organization that seeks to encourage sustainable environmental conservation in communities. Green says the move to embrace green energy mobility in the country, though timely, faces myriad hurdles.
The challenges vary from policy, the infrastructure, and also other activities like that are required by the government that have not been done. The need to have all this in place has not been done. Infrastructure, because our roads do not have in plan the accommodation of cyclists.
The United Nations Environment Programme in Kenya supports various initiatives encouraging adoption of green energy. Alexander Corner is a program manager at UNEP. He says that an all-inclusive model targeting low-income countries, encouraging them to adopt clean energy mobility, ought to be in place.
Any sort of major achievement in decarbonizing or making the transport sector cleaner cannot work without the global south, and I think that's very important to understand. And I think from what I see and hear, that last COP was maybe a sort of an eye-opener to understand this, that in the transport sector you really need to look at the low and middle income countries.
Budhabati and his team at Little are planning a mass rollout of the electric bicycles early next year in a bid to reduce carbon footprints and encourage clients to adopt green energy mobility. Lenny Ruvaga for VOA News, Nairobi.